Coach, it felt like it'd been a while since you guys led for an extended period of time in a game, and tonight you led wire to wire. How did that feel, and did you see anything in practice that gave you an indication that your guys would be ready to go? If that happens, I mean, I don't know if that.
I thought, we were ready to play to start the game. We played really well early, and till about the 13-minute mark, and we dropped off a little bit after that. But guys were locked in, and did I see anything in practice to lead me believe we'd play like that? No. Did I feel that we would play much better? Yes, just because of guys probably not being very happy. But we did a good job. That team's very quick, and they got their hands on a lot of balls, and for the most part, we did a good job guarding them.
Coach, you guys shot 24 threes today. Was that a big emphasis in the game plan? How well do you think you guys executed that?
I don't go into it thinking we want to shoot a ton of threes this game. I go into it thinking that hopefully we're balanced enough that we'll run offense the right way, and if threes are open, we take them. But we still got to get the ball, inside. We did a better job getting it inside, but we didn't do a better job getting to the free throw line, obviously. That's 6 halves in a row we hadn't got to the bonus. 6 in a row. So 3 consecutive games we didn't get to the bonus. So we got to do things differently, but we actually drove it better today. That's the best we've driven it in a long time. So we got to improve and be able to get fouled because that's our bench especially couldn't guard their bigs, and they got free throws that way, and we couldn't exploit them by getting to the free throw line. But it does. We've been the beneficiary of shooting more free throws than our opponents for 21 straight years, and it is tougher when teams get 11 on the average 11 more opportunities a game than what we get, or something like that. So we got to find some way to stem that tide.
You mentioned the bench having trouble guarding their bigs. From your perspective, what was it like managing that foul trouble late in the first half, heading the second half?
Well, I didn't want to put Hunt back in just because we had a lead. I trusted Hunt, but the thing about it is I would rather our bench get in foul trouble than put Hunt back in. So that's kind of what we did. But I was really disappointed, to be honest with you, because we let them catch it where they wanted to, and then we let them get to their strengths, and then we were undisciplined and jumped and reached and things like that instead of just make them make hard shots over us. So we got to really improve on that, but obviously we didn't do a good job in that area at all.
Back to the free throw thing. Is that a mindset? There's so many things in basketball that are just mindset. I mean, do your guys have to have a mindset of just drawing more contact or getting fouled more, or is that not part of it?
No, I think it's a part of it. We've got a finesse big guy that can play power, but he's more of a finesse, and we got a 4-man that's not going to get fouled a ton because he doesn't look to score a lot. And then we got 2 guards that are finesse guards, and then Ryland is a finesse guy. So as far as putting our nose down and forcing help, really Juan and Zeke are our best options at that, and or maybe AJ, and we're just not doing it right now. We're not doing it, and I think other teams are doing a good job of making us make plays without giving us free points. There was a lot of times tonight, not a lot, I'd say there's 3 or 4 times tonight we gave them 8 free throws where I wish we just would have walled up, and if they make it, they make it. So I think teams are doing a better job of being disciplined, staying down, and not reaching, guarding us than what we are them.
Your guys who were just in here too, Dajuan and Zeke especially, they talked about how much easier the game is playing through Hunter. He puts up numbers like that. How close is that to the identity you think this team maybe could have or should have?
I didn't think we threw it to him on the block and he scored a lot on the block. I thought we threw it to him a lot out of short rolls and things like that, and made some really good plays to him. But if we become a better screening team, we'll get more baskets like that. And I thought we did a better job screening tonight. But we got to play through Hunt, guys. He got 21 and 7 and 14, and a really dumb foul. So we got to do a better job of playing through him, and he's got to do a better job of cleaning some things up. But I thought he and Juan and Zeke were really good tonight. I mean, really good.
Coach, when Dajuan's name gets called upon late in the first half to be a scorer, how good did it feel to see him get going in that way?
You know, you guys see the game differently than I do. To your question, he was never called upon to be anything other than Juan. You know, that's if they go under a ball screen, shoot it. If they don't, then so the game should dictate with him when he's most aggressive. And in that particular situation, to your point, I think we needed him to be that way, but it wasn't like, God dang, Juan, you got to take over now or anything like that. You know, just be who you are. And I think so many times with Juan, people want him to be different than who he is. And he's plenty good enough the way he is. So, but you're not always going to have good games. But I thought today he was really good. Not because we encouraged him to be different. It's just because, you know, if they play us this way, you got to take advantage of that.
When KJ had his foul trouble in the second half, you put AJ into the 4. What did you think about that lineup with
Not any
AJ?
good. I didn't think it was any good at all.
Yeah.
But it wasn't any good. Wasn't not any good because of personnel. It was that they were playing two bigs, and you know AJ's not and hadn't practiced doing that much. So I thought they did a good job of playing to our personnel. But I didn't think it was very good, to be honest with you.
And you mentioned practice there. Does AJ do much at the 4? Is he mostly in a 3 in practice? Where does he kind of slide in most of the time?
I think he's he's a 3 and a 4, but usually this is the first time all year long we played a team that played two bigs. So that was probably a bigger problem.
Coach, how important was that just to get off to that quick start, just to get things flowing right? I know you mentioned that kind of fell off a little bit. How important is it to get going like that in games, whether it's home or away?
Well, it doesn't happen as much away to get off to starts like that. I think I've only had one team maybe ever get off to a 15-0 start away from home, but we've had a few at home. Yeah, it's important. It was probably more important today than most because confidence probably a little shaken, and to see the ball go in the hole early on was a big bonus for us.
Oh, yeah. You got another 8-day stretch. How can you best manage these kind of long stretches between games, especially this time of year?
We need to practice. It's finals week, so that'll take precedent over everything. But we need to practice and get better before December 31st. So this will be good. We're not going to crush our guys by any stretch or whatever. But the things that we need to get in for conference play, probably some of those will be this week.
What did you think looking back of the sweep of the Carolina Triangle teams?
I hadn't thought of that 1 second, Gary, but I think you should elaborate on it a little bit more. I don't know if anybody does that very often. So we've had a good run. Of course, 2 of them were at home, and next year it'll be more impressive if we sweep because we'll have Duke neutral and at Carolina and at State. But no, it's I think Kevin's great, and of course the run they had last year was probably a little unexpected, but it was kind of a typical NC State 1983 type run again. They've got good athletes. They'll have a good year without question, and certainly we hope they have a good year. But I like playing the schools in the Triangle, neutral or home, probably a hell of a lot more than I will like playing on neutral and away.
Did Middlebrook impress you with his work down low?
I thought he was really good today. Yeah, I thought he was really good. He had more shimmy, more wiggle in his game than what I thought. I thought he did a really good job of hitching and doing some things to get guys off balance, to give them ankles and stuff like that. So I think he's a good player.
Were you able to visit with any of the former players that came today, like Jordan?
Yeah, Adonis. He was. That's why I was late in here. He and his daughter are here, and I did not. I coached against Adonis. I did not. I actually do it a lot, but he was playing when I was an assistant at Okie State. So, damn good point guard. He's living in Melbourne now, if I'm not mistaken. So, Probably didn't get a chance to get here much, but it's great that he came to a game because I know it's been a while. I don't know if he's been to a game since I've been here. And then, of course, Wagner was here and Nash was here, and then my favorite of the group, Grady was here. So it was great to see them.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.